Hi, folks. This is Dr. Rob CYWES, the Carb Addiction Doc, and man, am I thrilled today to introduce Cheryl Fox, our new registered dietitian. She's joining us. She's new to our practice and complements what we do. But Cheryl has been in the ketogenic space, both personally and as a dietitian for a long period of time. And here's what's cool about Cheryl. She's unique, in my opinion, in that she comes from a biochemistry background. And you folks know that I stress so much that understanding nutrition is primarily understanding how the body works and asking the question why. So often the advice that people give is a knee-jerk response to a belief that they hold that's just erroneous. It conflicts with how human biology works. And Cheryl's entire approach in chatting with her as we were getting ready to hire her is from that biochemistry background. How does the body work optimally? That's the first part of her education. She also has a master's in nutrition, so no rookie over here, folks. The second part is that Cheryl herself comes from an athletic and endurance athlete performance perspective. So not generally your obese or diabetic background. That's what I bring to the table. However, Cheryl understands the hard work that's required. She's put herself through marathons, through Ironmans, through triathlons. She understands that. And yet, here's the cool part and the horrible cool part. Cheryl failed. Cheryl failed at nutritional optimization because she followed a carbohydrate loading diet. So she learned firsthand that her performance, despite all her training, despite her exercise, despite her prowess in physical activity, she failed to give her body the best, healthiest nutrients and substrates to be as healthy as she could be, to perform at that optimum level. She understands that. And she's been on both sides of that equation. She says in one of her talks that she developed a little tire around her belly. How can someone that's training for a marathon develop weight, develop excess weight? Well, it's because she has now a personal understanding of the damage of that carb-loading standard American diet. And when she switched, all of that went away. So Cheryl, I know a long introduction. I'm so excited about what you bring to the table. Tell us a little bit more.
Thank you very much, Dr. CYWES. And let me just say that I am really excited to be a part of your team. I feel like we really connect on how we want to help patients. I think you very succinctly summarized what my history is. So maybe I would just add that I love seeing people on their journey. I love being able to tell someone, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday. I want you to take charge of today in order to control what happens in your future. So for me, it's just what I can do to help a person feel better about themselves as well as feel better.
And I think that is so important. You know, one of the issues that I have with the nutrition space is that the perspective of most people giving us advice is their own perspective. And what we really have to understand is we have to meet people where they are, not where we want them to be like us. And I notice in the pre-interviews and things that you and I did working up to this moment where you've joined our practice, that's what I understand about you. You've got a particular background, but you understand both sides and you're able to help people where they are, not necessarily athletic endeavor, perhaps dealing with diabetes, dealing with obesity, and to make positive, empowering moves based on what they bring to the table. And it's that empowerment that keeps this journey going along. I think the big change that I see in you as opposed to so many other people is you focus primarily on helping people to understand why this happened to them in the first place and to change this as a lifestyle, not as a diet to treat obesity, but as a lifestyle to prevent themselves from being fat or being diabetic, as a lifestyle toward healthy exercise as a way of life, not just to look gorgeous for a few moments on a stage, but to be healthy until you drop dead at 100 or more. So what you bring to the table is lifestyle transformation. And that is just such an important component to what we do. The word dietitian is unfortunately a misnomer. This is a lifestyle coach, folks.
That is so true. And I do appreciate the distinction between nutritionist and dietitian. I am a dietitian, which means I can offer medical nutrition therapy, but I think of myself almost more as a health and wellness coach. So it's really individualized treatment. Where are you now and what do you need and what changes can we make? What changes are you able to make? in this moment so that we can help you on your path forward. I tend to listen more than I talk because I think that's so key. But talking is good too. But I really want to know what a person has to say, where they are, because honestly, if I'm just telling someone what to do, then they could say, well, I don't really want to do that. I need to empower them, have them be the one making the decision based on information that I give them.
And I think that is so powerful because we can have the best advice in the world. If we can't connect with a person, that advice is criticism. It isn't advice. So if you guys want to connect with Cheryl, and the connection can be, hey, I'm just starting out, give me some guidance. And she's using our material from various different perspectives to help you to slowly get into this journey. It's not, here's your diet, off you go. There's a slow evolution over time where you eat the elephant in little bites and you slowly address your way of life by removing certain things and then replacing them with others. And then if you're an athlete who wants specific advices, I want to level up with this, I want to gain some weight, I want to drop some weight. How do I do all of these things? How do I work mind and body? Because the mind controls the muscles. Tim Noakes just said that a little bit ago. The mind is the regulator of your muscles. You can be as fit as you want to be, but your brain will shut you down when it needs to. And how do you manipulate that? That's just so cool for our advanced athletes. So if you want to get hold of Cheryl, either directly or in conjunction with us, text her anywhere in the world by WhatsApp or by regular text, 561-517-0642. If you're overseas, it's a US code, or you can email her directly at cheryl.jsapa, sheryl.jsapa@gmail.com, and she'll set up that visit. We can also, because Cheryl and I are working together, we can get blood work done for you. We can test certain parameters. And then we'll work as a team to help you to improve yourself, not just nutritionally, but from a mental health and a lifestyle perspective, using what you eat as a foundation for better health, body and mind.
Love it. Let's do this.